where to comment. Okay, sir. I've been working in the field of medicine aromatic plant for last 10-15 years, and this is a small work we have carried out in the district of Siang. We have work, this the topic is imported medicine plant used by traditional healers of Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh. It's a medicine aspect. Actually, we have got a small project from DST, and other that we have documented the various herbal practitioners of Siang district. Physically, we met them, and we have documented the ways, the different healing practices, and the different types of medicinal plant they use. Because this is a knowledge which is disappearing very soon. Quickly, this the knowledge of medicinal plants, how they are used in herbal medicine, in traditional practices. This knowledge is handed over from generation to generation from the ancestors. But nowadays, with coming of this modern time, the new generations they are interested in learning what are the uses of this medicine plant in the healing process. But in order to conserve this, document this information, we have taken up a small project survey type so that we can keep all this information in book so that it is not disappear forever. So. This ethnomedicine is a study of traditional medicine of ethnic community, their knowledge, practices that is transmitted already over centuries, means by his father, forefather to the generations. But it was going on. But with the coming of this modern medicine, this allopathy we call it, this is disappearing very fast. Every community all over the world, they have a traditional practice, herbal practice. Misusing the plants, animals. Like we have in India, we have Ayurveda, Unani, this homeopathy, all these things were there. And that, other than that, in our northeastern, mainly in our tribal community, every corner of our country, in our northeast India, we have someone who is an expert in dealing with the herbal medicine, traditional practices that we were debating on it. Means in many areas, all over, like in interior parts, in hills and mountains, still people are dependent on these traditional healers because they are not accessible to the modern hospitals and the allopathic modern drugs. So here they use mainly the plant and animal part. But here I won't be including the animal part because we are dealing with plants here. But even the animal part are used for the treating of for the treatment I mean. So mainly here in my work we have documented mainly the plants, medicine plants that are used. So we know that World Health Organization has estimated that 80% of population of the developing countries are dependent on traditional medicine still. In India, 65% is still dependent on these traditional medicine, that is medicine. So this is the survey site and the matters that are said here in the Siang district. This was what was taken up. In the Siang district, we visited the different parts of the Siang district and the local healers were met physically. And with the use of interview and some other direct contact, we interview them, then we ask the different types of healing practices they are working on and the different types of plants and what is those, how they prepare the decoction. These are taken up. And actually in my presentation I don't have much time, that's why I won't be able to give you the different people on here. But some important points I'll be giving here. So details of plants about their vulnerable ends, parts, use, composition and doses were recorded. And we have collected the photographs of the healers and we have collected the photographs of the plants And even we have made a herbarium of the plants and then are sent to the your project sponsoring institute. Here in our work, a total of 20 villages in the Siang district were covered. Bolen, Ringo, Panging, Nadi village, Parong 1, Parong 2, Pareng, those things, like all the things. These are under the Siang district. And a total of 31 traditional healers were made. A total of 214 practices were scored. And around 110 medicinal plants were recorded and documented. So these are the list of plants used by the local healers. Just I mentioned this, but it's very different from the. Okay, so a pie diagram of the frequencies of the families of the plants used by the healers, as we have a pie diagram. It is the Gingeraceae family is the most recommended one for means most used by the healers, and second it is Asteraceae, Fabaceae. All this, but Gingeraceae family is the favorite one. And in terms of part of the plant used, with the leaves is the maximum part that is used by the healers. After that, we have the rhizomes and roots. And in terms of the habit, the herbs were the most preferred one used by the healers. Then we have shrubs, then the trees, and other fern, vine fibers also they use minimum. So some of the selected medicine plants I would like to highlight here. This is whatever the presentation I've given here is on account of the this answers and response given by the healers only. Maybe this plant may have other different uses, but as per the healers of the Siang district, I am giving the information here. We have the Calcaceous species, we call it Cryptiza also, this plant. It is very used in jaundice, diabetic and urination problem. This concentrated juice is extracted by skewering, and the rhizomes are pressed. Actually, in general, in our medicine plant, this plant is, we call it the insulin plant. Actually, it is used for the treatment of diabetes. But here, they are also using in the treatment of diabetes. But in all over the world, this is a demand for the treatment of diabetes. So the people from all over the country, they will ask sometimes, if you have this plant, we would like to buy, if you like 1 ton, 2 ton, 10 tons. But these people also have the idea, healers also have the idea, so there's a treatment of diabetes here. Other than we have urination problem, jaundice is also treatable with this plant. Another we have Solanum spiral. You know that we usually take it as a vegetable here. We have in local language we call it Bilong Kopir, right? So this is a very important vegetable out here. So here it is used for high pressure. It contains the chemicals solanine and solanine. So, but it is said that green ones we should not take. Many we should not take in green ones. It contains high alkaloids. And we have the BP plant here, the most famous BP plant of the region. That is Cladodendron polypropyrum. These leaves are used for treating your BP. Here is a very important plant, what do we say, ongin, right? Ongin or your pakumpata. It's an important vegetable from here. But it's a very important plant for controlling high BP. But those people having low BP, they should not take it. You go lower, and the lower BP is not good. And another we have Alpinia calcarata. This is also used for diabetes. The rhizome is used. This is a rhizomatous plant. Then another, this is a weed-like small herb, Scoparia dulcis. This is used for detoxification or poison from eating gandhi bug. We have a very problem in like Adi community that eating of gandhi bug. It's like Japanese people eating the puffer fish, where you know that this will have a very high toxin, you may kill it. but still people are addicted. Means they have a custom, they eat it, still they will be in ICU or somewhere. I have not really read this one, but still people eat it. So this, the local people use it for detoxification or from the eating of galiba. We have another, there is your Venutridis assamigas. Here, this plant is used as a for your like herbal shampoo and for the there's another plant, we call it the Aparajita, that is Litoria tarishi. This will have the seeds and roots used for menstruation problem as per the healers. But in general, in our medicine plant, this plant is a very important for treating migraine. We have another plant, this Oryzanthum indicum. The barks and leaves and even pods are also used for malaria and diabetes. This is how the more we use. The bark are soaked, boiled, and even the decoction is, we consume the decoction. This another weedy plant, this Ficus aspera. This is the, we use for sinus, headache, migraine, fever. Even we use for some eye problem also, this Ficus aspera. Another, what other plants, this is, they are also available in East Siang district. We have herbal gardens in our college. All these plants are maintained in our college, in the herbal garden. Another plant is Kalancho. That is used for kidney stone, diarrhea, dysentery, burn, ulcer, earache. This is a bryophyllum type plant, where whenever we have a wound or a cut, you can squeeze the plant, then you apply over them. It acts as an antiseptic. Another we have Conchare tomentosa. It is used against eye infection. The Sandala asiatica, this is we consume as a vegetable here. Right? In our place also we consume as a vegetable. This plant is a very important plant in the world. We have this Sandala asiatica. It contains the alkaloid acetoboside. This plant is, we think that this is a local plant. This is a universal plant. It is not that here, okay, as for the healer, it is using epilepsy, stomach order. But the main use of this plant is, this is called the intelligent plant, where the kids are to be given, if you give the small kid 3-4 years, right from there up to 10-12 years, one leaf per day, that will help in increasing their intelligence. Means help in the making development of the brain. That is the proven one, because this plant contains the acetoboside. We have another plant, Ecosystem tivide, where it is used for jaundice. Lycia coveva, this is a very important plant in East Siang district also, where it is consumed as a vegetable. This is used for blood pressure and sleeping, like a sleeping pill. This plant actually, Paris polyphylla, this is a very problematic plant. We can grow in East Siang because it can grow on a high altitude in cold area, like Anjao, Bomdila and all. Even in Siang, it is, we got this, it is banned, it is illegal to trade this plant nowadays. You can't collect it, the government will catch you unless you have some license. This is, the government has announced that those who are dealing with this plant will be, can be jailed. So this plant, it costs, the rhizome costs around 10,000 per kg. So it has many uses, but the maximum collection from Nagaland, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh, it goes via Burma to China. This is probably illegal road. China is the maximum user of this plant, but that's why it's more or less wiped out from Arunachal Pradesh nowadays. Because cultivation nowadays doing only the collection from the jungle is we're practicing now. So it uses diabetic, stomach pain, stamina. This even I heard, this is not a pure one. I heard that in China they use it as a herbal dope, where the athletes they took it like a steroid. You have the stamina. That's why the Chinese are producing lots of athletes. They said you can't get by doping. Their method. So some of the plant you have this Campylora parviflora, that is your black ginger, that is used for antidote for snake bite. Uh, and curcuma acacia, that's your black haldi. We use it for body and throat pain, gastric, diarrhea, dysentery. So that when those some of the plants they were used in different forms. So I would like to present in some other form where it's a few important disease elements how they are cured. Like we have the diabetes. For diabetes we can use these plants, Alpinia, Paris, Porsus speciosa, or xylem, and how they are used. Method of administration is this: you have 1 glass of crust tubers, 1 glass of rhizome. This mainly we use the crust or boil it. Maximum in medicine plant, we make it powder, we dissolve in water, and then we consume it. Otherwise, we crush the leaves, then the decoction is used for the treatment. So this is for blood pressure. I have like made in such a way that those plants which can be used for blood pressure. We have Lycic cloveva that can be 5 to 6 are consumed in low to lower blood pressure, and have in sleep. Ellum sativa, this is a normal plant. We have Tennis policiana. This young tender leaves are consumed to reduce high blood pressure. We have Digospora, Leodenum polybrocanum, then Cactus aureus. So these are also used for blood pressure. Solanum zentocarpum, Artocarpus ectoculus. All these plants they can be used in controlling your high BP. So this is for another disease. We have under documentation. We have around, as I have told you, there are many diseases elements that could be treated with different types of medicine plant. But here I have taken only few important diseases like blood pressure, diabetes. Now this is the jaundice. Jaundice, how here see this Porsus speciosa, 3 to 4 tablespoons of concentrated juice extracted by squeezing the menstrual rhizome. This can be used, and even Lawsonia enormis, Epandus aspera, all can be used for the treatment of your jaundice. This is another your joint pain where they can be used. Even in your list, I will say we have the notice for medicine. The herbal medicines, herbal traditional practices, they usually come some day in a week and they treat the patients. They usually use this double one pipocliticilicum. It's used for your bone setting and all. They use for setting the broken bones. Then diarrhea, dysentery. Here we have some plants. They can be used for the treatment of diarrhea and dysentery like hydrocotyle, javanica, Mossa communita, Calenchopirata, and Pididia pitida. Okay, not take much, sir. I have a few more time. I think, mentioned a few, sir. Yes, some of the plants we have documented from there. As you know that the Solanum spiral, Ricinus communis, these are all available around here in the ECM district also. This Pedilia fetida, it is a very bad smell that we call it in local language Jepatare, right? This is a very bad smell. Even this is used for setting bones. Then this few plants here. So these are the work I've taken up there of my research scholar when a student was there that time. And this is the value of the mainly Bolang and all, where we have interviewed, we have meeting with the healers and we have received the information extracted. I mean, extracted won't be good word, but we have got the information from them. So these are some of the traditional healers we have made. Not all of them, but some of them. So right now we have a very good data from this project. So right now we are writing a book, collection of these practices and practitioners and medicinal plants. Then right now we are in processing a book now. Okay, right? The documentation work has been done, survey has been done, but what can be the conclusion from this work? What is the use of that? Here, see, everything that we have in drug company, pharmaceutical company, they have learned it from the nature. What about we learning it from the nature? From the nature, we know that this traditional healing these practitioners, they were working on this right from many centuries. The knowledge were handed over down from their grandparents, great-great-grandparents to their sons, daughters, and all. They have done it hidden trial and then prove it that this plant can be used. This is effective for the treatment of this thing. So, but scientifically validation is not done. So, if we could do the scientific validation of this plant and we can extract the basic principle, bioactive principle, and hence we can develop a drug in collaboration with the science. Then we can develop a drug from the information they have. Then after treatment with mouse or rabbit or whatever, we can have the drug discovery. That would be the best thing that can come out from the survey work. What about the knowledge they have? These plants, maybe suppose this plant can be used for jaundice or diabetes. We can do the scientific validation. We can extract the bioactive substance. We can use LCMS. We can use SPLC. We can quantify it. Then we can have the chemical which is responsible for the treatment of the specific disease. And if it is very much effective, then we can go for new discovery of new drugs. So that would be the best way forward from this work. But otherwise, it's just a documentation work. We conserve the knowledge. But at last, I would go for the learning from the already proven ideas and names of the plants. We would like to go for the discovery of new drugs by experimenting on giraffes or experimenting on mouse and rats and animals okay, that has to be done. But some animals if they hear that will good. Anyway, that will be we have some conclusion, we have documentation work, compilation work, tools of bioactivity. This first point, this one, herbal drug development, this will be the one we would like to go for. And number two, that's the drug discovery. And others conservation work, everything will be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us the insightful knowledge on the medicinal plants and their utilities in connection with the human beings. So, it was the Dr. Arun Kumar Roy-Larko, who is presently associate professor, working as an associate professor in the College of Horticulture and Forestry, CEO Pasighat. He is engaged in academic research and extension activities of the university. He has published more than